and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. I'm not ready. Vintage! What are you doing to me? League One, Netherlands, round number 7 of the Parabolic Esports. Good to see you all here. Afternoon all. Good luck, League One, says Vintage. Good luck, Vintage. We had the return of Vintage. Finally, he's back in a race car. Let's hope he doesn't spin and crash. No, he doesn't do that, Vintage. He doesn't do that. He don't go fast enough. I'm joking. I'm joking. How are we all doing today? I hope we're well. Doesn't look like... Oh, there is somebody coming out at the end of the pit lane there. Doesn't look like anyone else is in too much of a rush other than these Mercedes, though. Maybe just trying to get a bit of a jump. A couple of people retiring. Senna, Mandarin retiring. He knows he might as well do it now. It's coming eventually. So he retires now and gets out of the way early. Perpetual Formula is going to be the first one, followed by the Championship leader Albo. I think Championship leader Albo. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody will have to help me out with that one. There he is, says young Tommy. Welcome to the chat, young Tommy. I'm glad you managed to get yourself out of bed this week to come and join in. It must have been the early night last night for a change, eh? And it looks like Albo's AI is going to cruise through. Oh, and he's no longer in AI. It's going to be Albo that cruises through, and he's probably going to be the first one to settle up. So we'll go on board with this okay circuit, I suppose. It's just as long as you stay away from a couple of certain curbs. We'll mention them on the way around. Bit of a tough one in certain places, that being one of them, that curb there. But at the same time, quite fun as well. Quite boring, actually. I'd say quite fun to drive, quite boring to race. Not really many overtaking opportunities, to be fair. This being the main one, down into turn 1 and breaking the Danny Ricciardo late, and you'd be alright. Around the outside's a good option around there as well. Didn't quite tuck to the apex, but it doesn't really matter the line around there. Then the fast right, that's deceptive. Then the bank curve of the left-hander at turn 3, foot down. You don't want to touch any of the curve around there on the inside. Then this one that I can never get right, never. Some people go around there flat out. I don't know if it's my setup or what, but I just can't do that one. So it's that curve. Be careful on that curve. It doesn't really like it. And there, that inside curve can be another one as well, and you just touch it. But this is the deadly one. The left hander there, the bit of the hairpin, touch that, and you are going round. No two ways about that one. Seems an okay start to the lap from Albo. The road man, or the off-road man. Gets that many time penalties, we're going to call him the off-road man. Yo, why the chat so dead? It didn't even start. I'm saying nothing, we're on stream, Tommy. I'm not allowed to say anything. And across the line goes Albo over 111.5. I think we're just early. 111.8 for Perpetual Formula. I don't think none of them times are amazing, but Q1 in it. Let's get to the Red Bull. Unfortunately. Oh, good. The Red Bull's not even on a lap. That's what we don't like watching Red Bull. Groove Ninja's going to be the next one. Groove Ninja's travelling really slowly. Oh, can I get there? Can I get there? Oh! That was close. Albo almost hits in that car. Let's go to Perpetual Formula and see how he's lost it there. He's spun out there. You can see a wheel to the right, and out goes Bob. The first one. He is the off-road man though, to be fair, isn't it? That many time penalties, you can't exactly call him a road man, he doesn't take the road. J Marks comes across line to start his lap in the Haas, I think that, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Haas. I'm trying to get somebody who's on a lap. I wonder if Perpetual Formula's still going. He does tend to do more than one lap, and it just decided it didn't want me to watch him anymore. What? How did he do that? He jumped to pits. I've seen that one before. Let's go then to the Red Bull. Who was it? Eitamento, I think. Yeah, it was Eitamento in the Red Bull. Underpowered Red Bull. I think Tommy needs some Red Bull. This is the earliest I've ever seen him awake. Tommy, who likes to tell people he doesn't sleep, but really doesn't actually wake up. A new follower, welcome to... Oh, sorry, I'll come back to the follower in a minute. Cemento's gone. He's lost it, he's off, he's in the wall, and he's got no wheel left. Cemento is out of qualifying in Q1. There's a few of them gone here, I don't know what's going on. Let's get back to it. Yeah, Discord, that's how you can join. Put, I'll just call you Put. Is that alright? We'll call him Put. Follower 940, welcome. Stupid internet perpetual formula says, I don't know how that happened, mate. He jumped you to the pit lane, but there we go. Ah, you lagged out the session, I'm guessing. That's fair enough. Everyone knows you are a lazy... Yeah, we do, yeah. Is Jonesy commentating again? No, never heard of the guy. Don't know who you're talking about, mate. But, yeah, as you can see, Senamander retiring himself, as he knew it was going to come at some point. He got it out of the way nice and early. As... Oh, we have some gifted subs! Free gifted subs from Jay Story! A gifted sub to Jeff the Slayer, which is, of course... Jake, but nobody cares. And Sonny, that guy. Why have you done that to me? And then your book, Zach. Welcome. Well, thank you very much for them, J Story. And you have a sub. You can call me Putty. Putty. Ah, I call Tommy Putty though. In fact, I call Tommy Simp. But we'll leave that for another conversation. Let's go instead with Pro Oliver. There's a lot of retirements here already. Again, League One, I'm struggling with this. Bro, that's what happened to me in Australia, said Albo. Shush says... listen. If I'm shush, I won't be a very good commentator, would I, Paige? I can't exactly shush, can I? It's kind of not the point of a commentator. Of course, make some sort of... Pro Oliver coming round the final bend, going to put his foot to the floor in the Alfa Romeo. That's going to be driven by a brilliant driver next season of Valtteri Bottas. And it's at 1:12.7. Needs to go a bit quicker than that one. Get your foot. In fact, I don't think he does. I think everyone's through if you set a lap time. Ryan Van Doom may even manage to make it through, even though he's spun round. That's something you don't see every day, isn't it? Ryan Van Doom facing the wrong way. Carrying on. Anyway. Let's go back to the chat because Ryan Van Doom's going to set a terrible lap time and still get through. I think that's Liverpool fan behind about to do a lap as well. In fact, let's go to Liverpool fan. He's not spun. So we'll go to Liverpool fan in the McLaren to come across the line and set a decent lap time, hopefully. Here comes Liverpool fan, foot to the floor, full McLaren power! Gets himself into P3 with a 1:11.7. I mean, is that it? There is another one. Who's that? Itachi. Oh, there you go. This will be a good lap. Let's go on board with this one. Itachi's got the speed to be winning these races. Well, the DNF's just not stopping the knot. And you know all about DNF, don't you, Senna? As keep that Joe Nessa. Yeah, keep that Joe Nessa. I'm not. Keep what Joe Nessa? I'm just saying the obvious, man. I'm just, you know, telling people the truth here. That's what we do here. We like to tell people who it is, as this looks like an okay start to the lap for Itachi. Let's get there. Actually, this track is no grip around these corners, said Bad Face. So how can I join with a Discord? You click the link and it'll take you straight there. As the flying German lad says, Tommy. Yeah, we'll save the actual real version of what you could say there to a different time. Oh, hang on a minute. In the Discord, yes, you're in the Discord. That'll be signed out later after the racing. But 100 bits from Jake Wilson. The gaffer is throwing in the bits. He's been paid this week. And then 400 bits from Dylan St. Jose's on comms. And we have a level 2 hype train. Come on, boys. That's what we like to see. Showing the support, showing the love. Welcome to the stream, boys. And this is where it goes. Well, it's Hachi to go in 1:11.3. And a good lap, that is. And he is already sitting pretty at the top of this leaderboard so far. Albo is about to come across the line, though, I think. Yeah, it is Albo. Albo going to come across the line. Can he beat the 1:11.3? He can. I don't think he did anything decent really there. J Marks will be the next one to cross the line. Can J Marks put in a good lap time and throw it across in this Haas? Can he get a decent one? J Marks just needs a lap time really. Yeah, it's 12.0. Just needed a lap time, didn't it? So do these vintage Kieran and Ryan Van Doom, as well as Paige and Senna. Just need a lap time. In fact, I'm not even sure Paige and Senna do now for some reason. But Vintage up at the next one to set lap time. Oh, we're going out. The hype train continues as Jay Story gifts another tier 1 sub. This one's to Albo. Albo is now a subscriber. Thank you again, Jay Story, for that one. His pension has come through this week, Jay Story, and he's throwing the bits out left, right and centre. As Jake Wilson, another 100 bits. You're going to ruin my voice before the race begins. Jake Wilson with 100 bits. Keep the love coming, boys. We're at 56% level. Oh, it's another. It's 400 bits from Dylan. Oh, forget the racing. Forget the crash that I've just missed at turn 1. We've got another. I don't know what level we're on. This hype train level 2 complete. Oh, Tudor with 1,000 bits. Tudor with 1,000. He's wiped the floor of them all. He said this is how it's done. And 1,000 bits from Tudor takes us to level 3, 29% hype train. Look at the love. We're feeling it. I can feel the love. Can you feel it too? I can feel it. Oh. Here we go then, Vintage. He's going to be the next one to cross the line. What's that? Oh, I can't do it. Wilson with 200 more bits. Wilson say, get here, Dylan. I'm having this one today. 200 bits from Jake Wilson to add to his other few hundred that he's ruined. I can't keep count. Here goes Vintage across the line in that beautiful, stunning Aston Martin. And it's a 136.7, which is safe. Work that one out. Kieran B, has he managed to do a full lap without balling it? I think he might have done, as Jake Wilson said, he loves you all. He loves everybody. He's in a lovely mood today. Don't ruin it with the racing. 138.3. Through goes Kieran. Page is going to be the next one to start a lap in the McLaren. Can I breathe now? That's how we do it, boys, says Tuner. 38% level 3 hype train. Keep it coming, keep that love coming. I wonder if we can get level 5. Dig deep, boys, dig deep. And let's get level 5. I need a drink. Where's... Babe? I need a drink. Wow. I think the chat's been the most exciting thing. We have got emotes as well. Oh, no, I have. But we gotta go, where you at, Swanee? There we go. Hey, I can do that one. I don't need... Hey, Swanee, I don't need a podium no more. Where you at, Swanee? And we'll keep it coming. In the... Oh, there he is. Swanee say, don't leave me out. I've got 400 bits for you here. And 400 bits from Swanshanks. And keeps this hype train flowing. Brilliant, boys. We love you all, says Jay Wilson, and he loves Swanee as well. Where you at, Swanee? 200 more from Jay Wilson as Page does a 115.1. 200 more bits from Jay Wilson. This hype train, we're at 67% on level 3. Let's keep it. We only need to get to level 5. Let's get there, boys. Let's get there. The bucket, says Tommy. The bucket, says Bad. Keep it coming, chap. I need a drink. Can we wait a minute? No, we can't wait a minute. We've only got 2 minutes left of this hype train and we're at level 3. Let's keep it coming. Can you pass me a drink, please? Oh, I have got it. I've got a drink. You're wrong. You're sending me by me. We got a new sub. We got Swanshanks to subscribe for 12 months in a row. Swanshanks smashing it. We have completed level 3 hype train because in comes Slippery Tuner with another 600 bits. 600 bits from Slippery Tuner. He said, I'm not spending him on Joneses no more. I'm throwing him all in here. 200 more from Swanshanks. 200 more from Jay Wilson. We're at 57% level 4 hype train. And not forgetting a drink. I can't get a drink. It won't stop. It doesn't end. 57% level 4 hype train. Again, the boys are throwing it in here. We're almost there. 57%. Dear me. Oh, I forgot about 500 from Vintage apparently. And another 200 from Swanshanks as Jay Story hits the wall. Jay Story hits the wall, 200 from Swanshanks. Vintage apparently threw 500 in, and I missed that somewhere along the line. Big shout out to all you boys. Keep it coming, we're almost at level 5. How come so many have retired? I mean, you might as well. You've got Jay Story in the race. Everyone's retired. Where you at, Swanee? Says Groove Ninja. No, this is how you do a where you're at, Swanee. There you go. There's a where you at, Swanee. 200 more bits from Swanshanks. He's just trying to give me an headache so that's ruin my race later tonight. 200 more bits. Another 200 from Wilson. Everyone that throws them in, Wilson's throwing back. It's a war. It's a war in the chat. As Jay Story comes across the line with a 142.6, it's enough. It's enough apparently. Liverpool fan will go out, I think, and everyone else below him. We could almost have 12 in Q2. 200 bits though from Wilson. 200 more bits from Vintage. We're at 91% level 4. We're almost there. We're at 9% to go. Get us across the line, boys. Let's get to that level 5. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to get to level 5 hype train. Young Tommy, there it is! He takes us across the line into level 5 hype train. Young Tommy takes us there. The final level, hype train level 5. Woo, woo. Well done, boys. Big shout out to every single one of you. Of course, the love and support is always appreciated. And there goes the gaffer. Where is he? I'm sure he's coming in somewhere. I'm waiting for it. He's coming in with the love hearts. There they are. Oh, yes, with the love hearts. And Vinny throwing them in too. Lots of love going around today. I mean, it gives me something to talk about and a good distraction, eh? A good distraction needed. Not for any reason. We don't need distractions, and this is a brilliant qualifying session. And Albo coming across the line. What's he going to set? I don't know why he's still coming across the line again. He just wear your tyres out. Why not? Just keep burning them and burning them and burning them and burning them. Why not? He didn't improve anyway. So the sense of the lad. The lad's got no sense. That Jeff the Slayer. He comes in with 500 bits. Of course, it's 500 bits. We don't care who it was that sent him. We just care that he was in that sent him. Alright, once he was sent. Thank you very much for the 500 bits to the man nobody cares about. New follower, Ravia. There we go, that guy. Whoever he is. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to the Parabolical Esports. Insanity, says Groove Ninja. Can we sell this? Gonna have an heart attack. Man my age shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Gonna have an heart attack, boys. Gonna have an heart attack. As the final few minutes of this session comes to a close, Itachi, Groove Ninja, Albo, Perpetual Form, J Marks, British Giant, Pro Oliver, Page, J Story, Vintage and Kieran all through. I think Liverpool fan will go out with Bazman, Ramsel, Bob, Bad Peso, AIDS Mental, Senamandarin, Ryan Madoom and Modu Joe. I think there are 200 more bits from Jake Wilson. We had 23% in the level 5 hype train. Boys and girls and Michaels in between. And well done, thank you very much. And we can Swanshanks with 200. And you just don't want me to breathe. Swanshanks comes in with another 200 bits. This is massive. It's massive. I made a promise last night to top up any bits that get sent. He's bankrupt. You're taking all his money away. His skin. Any bits that get sent, he's going to bump them up, he said. Keep them coming. Keep them coming and let him eat dog meat for a week. Keep it coming. Well, he's got to be picking out the business by the end of this. Throw them all in. Throw them all in. Let's go, boys, says somebody. Well, I don't know who it is. Nobody cares anyway. 300 more bits from Wilson. Another 300 bits sent in from Jake Wilson with a 5% level 5 hype train. I mean, can you say what Jay Story, Vintage and Kieran did it on the wets and the inters, by the way. Didn't spot that one, did we? Well, with all this madness in the chat. Was going up 300 more bits from Vintage. We're at 50% level 5 hype train. There's the 200 more from Swanshanks. And there you go, Wilson with 200. You're going to have to throw 200 in for Swanshanks now as well, Wilson. Let's try and get this final level to 100%. We're at 63%. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Can we get it to 100% level 5? Can we complete the level 5 hype train? We're almost there because we're still waiting on the extra 200 bits, because Wilson threw 200 bits in for Vintage's 300, but he's not threw 200 in yet for Swanshanks, has he? So let's see if he can throw them in and take us that bit closer. So close. Madness, madness. Make it 10. Make it. What are you on about, 10? You lost it. You lost it. 200 more bits from Swanshanks. There we go. Level 70. Hype Train. 200 more from Swanshanks. Level 5. Come on. 70%. 300 more from Wilson. We're at 80%. Can we get there? 20% to go. 30 seconds left. It's gonna. This is intense. Forget a racing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Tommy did it. Tommy did it. 800 bits from Tommy. Tommy did it. 107%. Level 5 complete. Boom. The PBE thanks you all. Loves you all. This has been crazy. What a start to the day. The day of racing, the day of reckoning. We're at level 5 Hype Train, we're at 107%, it's complete. Level 5 Hype Train, completed it, mate. There you go, the train will now leave the station. Choo choo. Let's have a choo choo in the chat. Brilliant, boys, thank you very much. Albo, Q2 ban retires. Madness, oh madness. I think I've lost my voice, I've lost my shit. And I look like a dickhead, I don't really care. You got to level 5, didn't it? Choo choo! Oh, we've got some more. There's some more emotes to add. Jones is losing. Oh, you have, mate. I am losing my voice. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. I'm just breaking apart the seams. Breaking apart the seams. Oh dear. Oh dear. I need a drink. I need a light. A drink. I need to lie down. Dear me. Don't do that to me again now. Come on. This is only my second week back in the thing. Woo. Q2 gonna be fun, says Jake. Yeah, we could have done that. We could have saved the Hype Train till now. Yeah, only one going out in Q2 and Albo's retired because he's got a Q2 pad. So go and set yourself a lap time. We've got 12 minutes of this. Come in, Wilson. Come on. Come on. Come and help me out. Let's stick to the chat. That level 5 Hype Train, thank you for every single person that threw something in. Can we do another Hype Train? No, I haven't got that left in me. I can't do that again. Are you mad? Are you mad? You must be mad. I cannot do that again. Dear me. Everyone's skint now. Everyone's skint and I've got no voice. And I've got an headache. And the race hasn't even started. We've only got through Q1. I've got an headache. I've retired because of headaches doing commentary. You wonder why? I'm a clown. And you do that to me and make me bigger. There we go! And he's done it, hasn't he? He's done it! He had to do it, didn't he? He sent over 500 bits from the guy nobody cares about. 500 more bits. I've got an headache. Stop it. Stop it. Wet race as well, he's saying Albo. Oh, that'll be interesting. As Groove Ninja, I'm watching the pit lane. I've lost my head. My head's gone. We're watching the pit lane. Perpetual Formula's going to come across the line. Set a lap time, is it? Yeah, 112.2. Here goes J Martz on the next one. J Martz is going to set a lap of a 112.0. Groove Ninja at the minute leads with that 111.7. We're going to go with Paige, I think, is it? No, Kieran B. Yeah, Kieran B is going to be the next one to start a lap time. And I've got an headache. 100 bits from Wilson. He's struggling, isn't he? He's struggling. That 200 bits every time someone threw bits in has gone down 200. He's struggling, the lad. Someone buy him a Big Mac. Someone buy him He's beyond the 99p cheeseburgers and Rustler burgers for the next month. Dear me. Bad pace off. I looked through the whole race. Weather and Jeff is lying to us. It will not rain. I think it's going to pour. Don't have a wet setup, shows us, says Senna. I mean, I'm done in. I'm done in. I don't even care what setup you've got, mate. You're going to crash anyway. Sorry, I'm just done in now. Yeah, you've ruined me. You've all ruined me. Well done. The commentator's dead. Jake's universal credit ram out. What do you mean ram out? Suffering from open wallet surgery. I don't like that one. Oh dear. Need to do some groceries. I think the PBE account's going to be paying for Jake's. Jake to be fed and watered for the rest of the month at this rate. As Kieran B comes across the line, I'm trying to settle down before the race now, can you tell? Kieran B comes across the line, 1:30.3. Page up at the next one in the McLaren Ginger car. I've spent all my spare money, broke now, says literally these guys can just set a time and make it to Q3. They can. As Page goes across at 1:38. British Giant about to start a lap, so we'll go with British Giant next. I've got an headache. Can you hear how quiet I'm starting to talk? I've got an headache. You've literally given me an headache. Oh dear. Mental starts. The scenes. The scenes! What scenes that is. I just need a moment. Need a moment. That's what he says if I win the race. Which is not often. Why do you always give me an headache? Slippery Tuna saying, Wilson, you can borrow his Tesco discount card. I think he's going to need it after that. Staff discount for you there then, Wilson. As go on, Page says Chalkers. Notice how Chalkers said it and not Tommy. Say no more. I'm saying nothing. Saying nothing. British Giant's got it. There is a lap time just been set. I think it might be Jay Story with the 1:17.7. Not 100%. Could have been Petrol for Pro Oliver. I don't know, one of them anyway. But British Giant is the one that I went on board with because he was the one that hadn't set lap time. And he comes out the final corner in the Alpha Tauri and he's going to come across the line and set lap time of a 1:12.7. It's enough. I mean, it's enough for everyone. Let's go with Vintage next. The sexy boss. I mean, he's not been called that for about 45 years, and I don't think he was called it then. But anyway, the big, the little gaffer, big gaffer, little gaffer, innit? Like big cook, little cook. Big gaffer, little gaffer. Here comes little gaffer and little gaffer. Set Village. Set a lap time. What are you doing? Just set the time, and what's he done? Tunas. Every little helps. Isn't that Asda? No, Asda price is Asda, isn't it? Where you slap your ass. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Hey, what are you? I can't do it, bud. I can't. That was my attempt at slobber chops. I can't do it. My voice is fucked from the lot of yous. See, you've ruined me. You've genuinely ruined me. I'm actually ruined. Oh dear, dear me. Itachi then will be the next one. Sell up time. I didn't change to Itachi. I don't know how it did that. That was good, wasn't it? It did it all on its own. I'm dying. Someone press hydrate. Have you heard what you've done to me? Dear me. I got it. I don't need you all. You right? Come on now. You're taking the piss. I'll have no drink left, and I need it. Can you not tell? I need it. Across the line comes Itachi, and Itachi's got to set a lap time of a 1:23.3 as I redeem Swanshanks, I think. No, we'll just call it Tunas. Actually, look, I'm all done. See? Now you got me burping on stream. You're going to need buckets for all those. I am. I'm going to need a bucket! Just to welcome everyone to the bucket chant. Why not throw it in, bud? Do the bucket chant. See who joins in. And we're just going to watch it. Vintage, who's already worn his tyres down a bit for some reason. Wear them down again. Hitachi 123.3. I'm wondering if that's just a banker. Yeah, it will be a banker with Hitachi, I'm almost certain of that. He'll be a banker and then he'll go out and he'll try and set... Oh no, it might have been actually a tyre save, which makes the most sense. This is what I was saying last week. Makes the most sense. There we go, bad pace. So what do we want? The bucket! Where do we want it? On the head! Perpetual Farmer says, how can anybody not love Jonesy on commentary? Give him a knighthood already. Oh, I don't know about knighthood, mate. Just give me a lozenger at the minute, mate. Give me a, what do they call them, a suver? Give me a Hall Suver at the minute, mate. I'll take the Hall Suver, but I'll also take the compliment. Thank you very much, Perpetual Farmer. Lovely, lovely guy. I paid him to say that. I'll send you the money later. Oh, thank you very much for that, Perpetual Farmer. It's great to see you racing still with us, of course, mate. You will always be a part of this PP family. As across the line, this time will come vintage, and it's a lap time of 1:16.0. Somehow enough for Q3. Everybody's getting through, getting a bit of retire. Oh, J Marks is not. Is he taking the risk? Is he taking the risk? Way! On the noggin, on the head. Way! Damn, I messed up, said Dylan. What? What did you mess up? Are you racing for Pete? It's always either a half decent job, Dylan. Just had to bottle one word. What? Oh, has he done it wrong? Has he done the champ wrong? On his head. On the head, you... Can we all retire now? It makes sense. He said on whose head instead of on... Yeah, I see. Vintage is still towing his caravan. Swan Shanks. I mean, he might be towing his caravan, but at least he's not towing it into the wall. Hey, Swanner. As J Marks is going to set another lap. Let's go on board and see this most pointless... Do they not realise this wears the tyres? Do people not realise doing this is just giving you more tyre wear? Like, you're in second, you're safely through. There's only a couple of minutes left. Not only are you risking a DNF, but you are putting more wear on your tyres. Like, this is Q2, you've got to start on these tyres. I don't... Suvers, Lockets, Jakeman's the best throat sweets out there. Well, and Suvers and Lockets, and I can agree with. I don't want to know about Jakeman giving you a throat sweet, or why he needs to give you a throat sweet. And we are talking about Jakeman the Slayerman, yeah? Are we? I don't want to know why he's giving you a throat sweet, and I definitely don't want one myself. And what I'm more at the minute, I'm more concerned. Why is J Marks doing this? You put him like he's going to start on worse time. It's a wet race. Alright, Sonny, just because you've never had a wet day in 40 years, it's a wet race, says Albo. No, it's only at the 60-minute mark. 60-minute What's the otherwise? Yeah, so it's not a wet race, it's a wet end to the race. Caravan is always with me. No, Jake is the name of the sweets. I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. Pro Olive is now going to do the same. Put as much wear as possible on the tyre. Is it a wet start to the race or a wet end to the race then? Vintage saying retire. Yeah, I've said the same thing to Swanee and Vintage as well, but you know, some men will never learn, will they? They'll work till they drop. I know I'll be one of them, so I can't say shit, can I really? In fact, I'm already going to drop. I'm going to struggle with this race. I am trying to keep it calm now to the end of this qualifying. So please don't get me overexcited. You know how easy that can be when I'm on it. Bad Peso, did you guys check the whole race, or did you just believe one thing that shows the race went? What? I don't know what he's on about. I need my bed. I've got an headache. Itachi did his lap time on the Inters. Put some wear on him for the race, eh? But through to the Q3 will go Groove Ninja, J Marks, Pro Oliver, Perpetual Formula, British Giant, Kieran B, Page, Vintage, J Storer, and my man prediction for pole in Itachi. Albo out with his Q2 bag because he's an off-road man and he can't keep it on the track, and if he can, he doesn't do it safely because he has to rush everything, he has to barge his way through, and he's got no patience. But we'll say no more about that. Says J Storer. Because it's not going to rain in the race, saying Bad Peso. It's not going to rain in the race. It's not, is it? I don't understand why people waste tyre wear, like, regardless. I don't care. I've got an headache now. But give me a minute. So, we still got Wilson about. Can we have a prediction for pole? Can we have a poll for prediction? Oh, you know what I mean? Can we have one of them things in the chat where you press it and you say who thinks going to get pole? A poll! There we go. How did I not think that? I think we kill. Yes, mate. I'm pretty much dead. I've got an headache. Big up Paige in Q3. I mean, it wasn't exactly hard to get to Q3, was it? You had to beat literally nobody. All you had to do was not crash and set a lap time of less than the time in qualifying. But yeah, big up. I've got a blooming headache. Can we have a poll? Can anyone do a poll? No, Tommy, I don't mean start dancing in that silk top you had on last night. So it's actually then to set. Oh dear. Manx aren't made for commentary. Especially not Manx that you kill in Q1. Oh dear, dear me. No, actually. We'll say that. New poll, there we go, we have a new poll! Get the poll in, vote on the poll. The poll is, who do we think is going to get pole? Who vote on the poll to see who's going to get pole? I think, I mean, we'll see. It's actually, he's going to be the first one to set lap time. But the options in there, Groove Ninja, J Story, Kieran, Itachi, and other. Other, I'm guessing, looking at the rest of it, means one of the other ones. I was going to be smart, but I can't. Yeah, Itachi then. We'll see. Let's see. Whoever did the... I'm guessing that's you in the background somewhere, Wilson, doing the poll. The other... I can't say that, Tommy, for the poll. There he goes with a 110.7. Send the bar nice and early. And let's try and get into this one now. Try and warm it up a little bit and see what we've got. We've got Perpetual Formula, the next one, out of the final corner. In that Mercedes, foot to the floor. DRS is open, ERS will be on, but we've not turned it. To have a look, and it goes across the line for 111.7. There was, let me get to the next one first. Groove Ninja went for 111.2. Here comes Kieran B. Kieran can come across the line inside. He's someone get it. No, it's only a 113.3. British Giant then goes a 112.0, and I'll try and get to Pro Oliver's not on J Marts, is it? Yeah, J Marts is, and Vintage is. Vintage is going to be the next one to set up time. Let's go down into that. What have I just seen? Knowing young Tommy, he wants Paige to get pole. I mean, he wants her to have a pole. Yes, Wilson, that is a brilliant idea, mate. Thank you. Vintage then coming across the line in the Aston Martin, and he's going to set a nice lap time of a 1:13. A nice lap time. Why am I lying for? It was shit. 1:13.2 from Vintage. J Mart's at 1:24.1. This is getting good, isn't it? Where's Jay Story? Jay Story then? I'm not sure if any of these are going to come across the line and do a second lap straight away. I'm not sure. We're not going to even bother trying to find out that until they do it. We're going to... Albo probably is. Oh no, he's not in. He's not even in the session. There is a Mercedes just gone across the line. It was Perpetual Form. They didn't improve. Now there's going to be a Red Bull of probably Kieran B. Does improve a 1:12.2. And then Vintage is also in the pit, so it's Jay Storer is going to be the next one to come out of that final corner in this Williams Racing, the one with that fantastic driver in it. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Of course, the brilliant driver of Nicholas Latifi. Quality driver he is, and he's going to come across the line, set a lap time of a 1:12.7, and it goes P6 for now. Pro Oliver in the Alfa Romeo. We can't wait to see Valtteri Bottas in there next. Chalkers say King Latifi. Yeah, I can't think of another good driver that races in a Williams. This Latifi, and then there's some other shitty guy that nobody cares about. Across the line goes Pro Oliver at 1:34.6. Dear me, let's try and get to the next one. Who's the next one? It's going to be Perpetual Formula. He won 11.7 at the minute. Is he going to pit here? Is he going to pit? He's not going to pit, so maybe he thinks he's going quicker. Is he improving? I won 11.5, goes P3 for now. That's an alright time for him then to go P3. I don't think it's an alright time. It's an alright time to go P3. I think we could see a few. Hey, it's not a bad time in 11.5. It's not the worst, is it? We're in League One. Remember that. We're not in the freak show of the Champions League. I don't know when the Champions League is. I can't remember. It's a Friday night or a Saturday night, one of the two. Goated McLaren driver on a lap. No, don't see a goat. I mean, oh right, no, it's not a goat. It's a cow. Right, I'm joking. Let's go watch the cow. I mean, go and do the invalidated. Yeah, silly cow. Go. Go to. Itachi on an outlap. Petrol Farm is surely on an in-lap now. He's done far too many outlaps. Hot laps. Who's that? British Giant. I don't know if he's out there. Yeah, British Giant. That's a strange place to go out in a session. Really strange place to go out. I can't see greatness, says Chalkers. I can't see Itachi and he's 1:10.7. I can see greatness. I can't see much at the minute. I've got an headache. This is not a proper, genuine lap from Jay Story, is it? I'm watching a pointless lap. Oh, he's on low fuel mode. Lovely. Let's go with Paige then and see how the goat does in that orange car. I've got a cough and everything. I've got a sore tickling throat. Here we go. The right and the left-handers, they're sweeping left-handers. You can take a bit more of the road than that. Brad Peso saying we can see the cow goat in P10 at the minute. Let's see if she can actually set a lap time. Tuner line from Jay Story. Love to see it. Yes, love to see the tuner line. I didn't mention it. And across the line goes Paige of 1:12.999. She's got an emergency. Yeah. Oh, it's Hatcher of 1:10.5. He's pole. Why is he bothering? Surely he knows that by now. It's Groove Ninja. I think will be the next one to sell up time because I think that's Kieran B about to start his hot lap. Yeah, it is. So the next one is Groove Ninja in the Aston Martin. Where can Groove Ninja put the car? Can he manage to get Itachi's pole off him? I don't think he can. But here we go. Foot to the floor and coming across the line to set a lap time of a 1:10.8. It's a really good time. It's not quite enough for Itachi though. He's 3/10 off at the moment. I wonder if he'll get another run in there. We'll come back to him and see. Here comes Paige. It's a goal, sorry. That was a terrible joke. They're getting worse, I know. GG for the win, saying Van Pace. So that's not a given. That's something that's definitely not a given. Let's see though if Page can set a better lap time this time round. Round the banking, out the final corner, Page comes into the pits. I thought she might. Hitachi's not going again, is he? He's got his ERS on. I think he's starting another lap, Hitachi. Maybe he's looked at Groove Ninja and thought that's a little bit close for comfort. And Hitachi is going to start another lap as Kieran B goes into P4 for 111.5. There we go. Let's get the tuner line trending. What's the tuner line? I think I don't get the joke. What's the tuner? So basically, Slippery Tuner hugs the inside of a corner to take the corner. Oh, it's that J March is off. He's in the wall, but he's not out of the session. He's in the wall and still in the session. I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, J March is back. There you go, back onto the track. He's lucky to survive that one. Oh, well. Somebody want to teach him how to drive. What's going on, J March? And he knocks the board over. There we go, lovely stuff. Vintage there, or 111.9. I think he'd already set that, I think. Let's see. Itachi is on a hot lap, and it's same purple, and it's same purple again. Is this going to be another good lap from Itachi? Out of the final corner, foot to the floor, try and stick it right. Don't go over that lump too much, and he doesn't. He boxes. He must have been down on his lap time. Kieran B also going to box. That must be down on his lap time. J Marks, we know he's down on his lap time. So it's Groove Ninja then. Is Groove Ninja touching that curb is a little bit risky. Maybe down on his own time now. It doesn't look great. J Mark's doing a Ragunahan. He is. As Groove Ninja is surely going to box, is he? He has to, doesn't he? I don't know what he's doing now. There is a little bit of rain. J Mark's boxes. Vintage is there somewhere. J Story's about to start a lap, and I do see rain, so it is starting to rain. I don't think you'll get a faster time really now. I think that will be pretty much it for this session. I don't see a faster time. I just don't see it. Once this track gets a little bit cooler, the lap times fall away. There you go. Vintage with a what was that? 5 thousandths quicker than his other lap time. Stays P7. Let's go and watch J Story. This is going to be a struggle. It's going to start getting greasy soon. This track does get pretty greasy pretty quickly. Let's go back in. Groove Ninja and it's Archer to crash each other out, saying Albo. Albo wishing that would happen. Tommy, it's okay. Wouldn't expect anything less. As you say, no offence to Tuna. No, like J Story. Don't suffer 2 laps. I don't know. 2 temps up and it slaps me in low fuel mode. Not mad, just disappointed, saying Groove Ninja. Oh, you should have kept your eye on that, shouldn't you? Should have kept your eye on it. As it said, J Marks went quickest through sector 2. I'm not sure if that's the case. I very much doubt that's the case. Here we go, coming towards the end of this. It looks like Itachi's going to get pulled. But what can J Story do? It's quicker, and it has gone to 6. It's a 111.6. And I'll read through these now as Page comes round the final corner and so does Vintage. It's Itachi on pole with a 110.5. Groove Ninja with a 110.8 in second. Third place is Perpetual Formula. Fourth place is Kieran B. Fifth place J Mart. Sixth place J Story. Seventh place is Vintage. Eighth place British Giant. Ninth place is Page. And Pro Oliver in 10th. There we go. That's qualifying out of the way. That's me rested up. I've kept it as calm as possible through Q2 and Q3 to try and settle down, ready for this race. We will see you very, very shortly indeed. Give me a minute to lie down and go to sleep. If I don't come back, you know what happened. I'll be back in a moment. Babe, got that coat back, please. 200 bits from Swanshanks! There we go, he's coming back in, he's trying to send me under, it's not going to work! Jeff the Slayer saying if we could take anything from today, it's the fact we broke... Hey, less of that on stream, you have got no chance. Dreaming of a dream, boy, because that ain't happening. That ain't happening in any way. I mean, you can have wet dreams all you want, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Moving on. Parabolic Sports coming in with some cherries. He popped his cherry. Where you at, Swanner? I just want a leisurely drive to the finish and podium. Bad Peso's already swiped me out in F2. Don't want beef, he's saying. I think Wilson wants some beef. He's going to be struggling to buy any this week. You need one of these boys. Yes, you do need one of these. Get yourself in. Sorry, I've got to do some advertising, Jake. I'm doing commentary, I'm doing advertising. And Jake comes in with another 100 bits to back up the Swanshanks pick. What a bit of advertising. If you go on my stream and you pay 1,000 bits, you get a where's Swanee emote. What more could you want? Not I'm advertising, but I'm advertising. Let me get my phone plugged in so I can carry on reading this chat as I'll go through these this grid order. Itachi is pole. Second place is Groove Ninja. Third place Perpetual Formula. Fourth place Kieran. Fifth place is J-Mart. Sixth is Jay Storer. Seventh is Vintage. Eighth is British Giant. Ninth is Page. 10th is Pro Oliver. 11th place is Albo. 12th place is Liverpool Fan. 13th is Bazman. I forgot about that one. 14th Ramsel. 15th place is Bob. Bad Peso 16th. Atomento 17th. Senna in 18th. Ryan Van Doom in 19th. And Modu Job in P20. The Alpine's not looking good in League 1 today. So League 2 can make that, improve that. Need 800 more to back mine up from earlier today. Yeah, I agree with Parabolic Esports. Yeah, feck off, Jake. Just feck off. Not for any reason, just feck off. You know what I mean? Go then. Moments away then. Parabolic Esports. Round 7. Neville and Zandvoort. And League 1. The race is moments away. I told you it wasn't a wet start and J Marks was putting pointless wear on his tyres that he was starting on. I told you. We are moments away from lights out. Settle in, get comfy, put your feet up, relax, and get ready for this one. Good luck to Itachi and Page. Let's get it, saying Tommy. And I think what Tommy's basically said there, his simp Tommy disappeared. The real Tommy came out, and he said, "Good luck to you two, and the rest of you can back off." I think that's what he said. That's nice of him, innit? Cussing out 18 drivers. Such a nice man. Now you're seeing the real Tommy. He's a prick. End of. Anyway, here we go. We're on lap 2 apparently. Well, that worked. Lights 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we are about to go in Zandvoort. League 1, we are away we go, down into turn 1. It's a good start from Itachi, and Groove Ninja's managed to get a clean one as well. Perpetual Formula's going to have up the inside, going to have Kieran be up his inside, but he's held it off nicely. I'm not going to try and stay with everything because it's not going to be possible, but there are moves going on left, right, centre, further back. We're going to stay up with the front at the minute. Itachi's got away really clean, and let's see if we can find a battle here as we come further back down the grid. It looks like Vintage is going wheel to wheel with Page. Vintage and Page wheel to wheel. Oh, Liverpool fans now going to get in on the action. We'll watch from the back of Page's car. In fact, let's watch from the back of Vintage's car. Why would we do that? There we go. As Senna is trying to find his way around Bazman. And oh, up the inside in contact with Liverpool fan. And Senna clips him as well. I don't know if there's damage, but Vintage falls down the pack. Vintage as well. Right down the pack there with that one. It's not great. And his wing flying. There's Modu Job's out. Modu Job is out. And there's a wing missing on the other Alpine. Oh, it's a terrible start for the Alpines. Wings everywhere. VSC is already in effect, and Albo's already a lap down. We're out. I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. Let's hope the racing live up to the chat. Let's hope the racing does live up to the chat. We love that real Tommy. Wow, we just I'm sorry, chat. Have your own chat. We're watching Itachi move away, and I'm going to try and come back down and watch a bit of a battle. There's got to be one somewhere along the line. Jay Storer, is he going to have a look? No, he's not just yet. Let's see if anyone else is going to have a look. Not yet. They're not. I've got weird timings. I know I have. because some people are definitely not 8 temps behind. So in the box, Pro Oliver Vintage, Bad Peso, 8 Cemento, Ryan Van Doom, all in the pits. The VSC is out, not again, I think it's just still out. So the order at the minute is Itachi in first, second Groove Ninja third is Perpetual Formula, Kieran B fourth, J Martin fifth, Jay Story in sixth, British Giant in seventh, 8th is Albo, 9th is Page, 10th is Liverpool Fan, Ramsel in 11th, Senna 12th, Bazman 13th, Bob 14th, Vintage 15th, Proliver 16th, Bad Peso 17th, 8 Cemento in 18th, and 19th place with Ryan Van Doom as we go again. We are green light and away we go as Albo has managed to get past British Giant pretty early and he's off in the charge, but British Giant isn't going to concede that easy. Albo and British Giant wheel to wheel, side by side. Is there going to be any contact? There isn't, and Jay Story has slowed British Giant out, and now Albo will manage to get and slide in front as in behind goes British Giant. Is he going to be close enough to come back at him though? Albo is going to have a bigger run at Jay Story. There you go. Oh, Albo's gone. Albo's bowled it. Albo's bowled it. He's gone. And it's, oh, dude, someone else has gone. British Giant's gone as well. Albo's gone. British Giant is out. Batsman's out as well. I think he's gone with Albo's car. Oh dear, dear. I don't know what happened to British Giant. There's British Giant's car. He must have hit Liverpool Fan who went as well. And now we just need to get on the way. We need to get on the way. Come on. The racing is still going, but Albo in big trouble, and now in the pits. Out goes British Giant and Bazman. Liverpool Fan also was collected in all of that carnage there as well. And I'm not sure if he's got damage. He's going to have to pit. Let's go and see Liverpool Fan. That is not Liverpool Fan. That is Liverpool Fan. There we go. Has he got damage on that car? No, it seems to all be in one piece. Liverpool Fan that's still alive and still going and still with it. As we're watching Ramsel now closing onto the back of Page. Ramsel and Page, the battle for P7 at the moment. Can that Haas find a way past that McLaren? The calling of the cow or the goat or something, I don't know. But let's see if he can find a way past that P7. Ramsel, come out this final corner with a bit of power, please, and get a good run. We want to see some overtakes and some action. Is Senna going to be able to come at him? There is Senna. Oh, he almost lost traction. We've got a safety car. We have a full safety car. And Ryan Van Doom is out of the session. Just be careful of that one. He is now going to be a lap down. And something tells me he's not going to come back. Yeah, you're not going to be able to overtake him, Groove. He's not going to let you do that, mate. And we'll let this carnage settle down and we'll come back to it. Let's have a read of what we missed in the chat. A start all weekend was saying, whoops, yeah, spoke too soon. Bad Peso lost traction, slid into Mo and took his wheel off. Oh, devastated. Absolutely devastating for him. Jesus saying, what is going on, saying Slayer. Bloody Albo, saying Giganto. Yikes, it's a chain reaction, distracting me. Page to P7. I didn't think he was ghosted, so tried to avoid and then spun. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Sometimes the ghosting can put you off more because you're not sure whether they're going to ghost or not going to ghost. And at least if you, this is why I talk about no ghosting. If you know they're not, I prefer ghosting. Back markers don't get in the way, but if you know they're not going to ghost, you prepare for it. So where you can just get caught in two minds, so you just got to be careful of that one. I tend to just go for it. If it ruins me, it ruins me. If not, brilliant, I get to drive through the car. Lap 5 then of Zandvoort, 36 laps this, 30 laps to go. There is that beautiful safety car, the Aston Martin safety car. I think that looks really, really good. I don't know about anyone else. What do you think of that? I think it looks stunning. I think it looks better than the red of the Mercedes, obviously, because I don't like red, but I just think that's a stunning car. It's a stunning car. Looks even better from the side, to be fair. I wish it's actually go up the side and let us have a look at it, to be honest. Hydrate, I did. Done, Swanette, thank you for that. And I think it's time to sit back, put my feet up and have a bit of my puffer. Giant leaves the session, walking away from his wrecked car with his tail between his legs and his head on the floor. Unlucky for him, and next week will be his week. If this week isn't, next week will always be your week. We'll go through. Let's go through the standings. We've got Itachi input. Wilson, are you still there? Can you give me the top 5 of the standings, please, in the chat? I can't come off the chat, off the stream to go into the Discord to find it. Really. So the top 5 of the standings are really, really good. Thank you. Please, or anybody. Don't have to be Wilson, obviously. Anybody, please. Top 5 of the standings, please. Let's read that out. Itachi is leading this race. Then he is leading in front of Groove Ninja in P2. P3 is Perpetual Formula. P4 Kieran. That top 4. Top 5 of J Marks hasn't changed. 6th is J Story. 7th is Page. 8th is Ramsel. 9th is Senna. 10th is Vintage. 11th is Bob. Bad Peso 12th. Paul Oliver at 13th. Liverpool fan in 14th. Albo back in the pits again. Does that guy ever go on the right? We know this is why I call him the off-road man. He's always in the pits. But he's in 15th. Atamento in 16th. And Ryan Madoom in P17. Let me just read the chat. So you put your feet up with a puff. Didn't know Swanee was with you. So the top 5, Albo leads. Yeah, but the points, you know, they're kind of pointless, isn't it? Me telling you who's first and who's 5th, and 50's 100 points off first. I could do with the points, please. But yeah, Albo leads it with J Story in 2nd, Bob 3rd, Itachi 4th, and Shadow in 5th. I think. And then Giganton in 6th, he's saying. Yeah, thanks for that, but it's any chance of the points. Mods is saying I'm back from being sent to the Shadow Realm. Safety car in this lap by the looks of it then, because Itachi is backing them all up. And let's get ready, and let's get steady, and let's get ready to rumble. No, sorry. I know. Terrible. Absolutely despicable. But Itachi is ready to go. And once again, what is that? What is going on there? What are you doing? I think it could be Ryan Madoom's AI. Let's watch this though from Groove Ninja and see if he can watch for this bounce of Itachi. Can he time it right with him? There goes Itachi, and Groove Ninja has managed to stay with him, and he stayed with him not enough to get the overtake done, but he stayed with him enough. Let's see. He's definitely not staying with him to get the overtake, because no, he's going to have to stay behind and sit behind, but it was a good one. As J Marks has found his way up the inside of Kieran B, and I tell you what, J Story might have a little look here. J Story not going to have a look there. J Story's going to be close enough though. Maybe a try and send round the outside. Looks for the switchback, does it? Oh, Ramsel trying to dial the inside. I'm not sure where he was going there. And there's no switch back on, and it's come through. It's a good overtake from J Marks on Kieran B, and it's still, we have now J Story up the back of Kieran B. Stop it. Everything's going to start sounding bad now, isn't it? We had J Story at the back of Kieran B, and look at these three, wheel to wheel, nose to tail, as Senna and Bob went wheel to wheel. Oh, look at this, look at the Pro Oliver and Bob touched. Pro Oliver and Bob touched, but he's found his way through. Now Ramsel's having a look at Kieran B. Kieran B's lost another place. Kieran B loses another place there. You just seen it at the off in the distance as those three try to battle their way through, and Bad Peso is out of the session. We have another one retired. Bad Peso out of the session. Look at this train now as they're all being backed up that little bit up the inside of Bob's, no, I was going to say goes Senna, but he doesn't. It was Bob trying to look around the outside of Senna, I think, rather than up the inside. Here we go then, further back. Let's try and get to this. Bob and Senna. Out goes Pro Oliver, was that? Pro Oliver, yeah. Out-pulled Pro Oliver, but he didn't find no way past there. And it doesn't look like he's going to find a way past 89. There is Albo just behind these guys in the distance, and Pro Oliver almost hits him. Pro Oliver almost hit the back of Bob, and now Albo's going to try and go around the outside. Can he get around the outside of the turn 3 bank corner? They touched, they bum wheels. Can they stay together? And Pro Oliver's lost touch that curb, and Pro Oliver lost it. And now Senna is going to have a look up the inside of Page. Is a Senna and Page up the inside. It's a bit risky from Senna. It's a strange place to try and make an overtake. Surely it's better to be safe than sorry. As Bob now tries to dial the inside as well. Senna has to run wide. Bob looking for it. Albo has found his way through. barges his way around the inside. Look at that for a camera angle as these 4 cars go high. Page has managed to hold Senna off, and Albo has managed to make his way through and catch up as well. So these are going to be really close going down the straight. Albo, that is a horrific send there. He's lucky there. He's lucky he managed to back out of it. It was a horrific send. Let's keep with this battle though, because there's quite a few of them involved in it. Let's see where we go. DRS has been enabled. Here goes Senna. Senna trying to look up the inside of Page. He's touched her. He's got a big wiggler, but he stays away. Look at the debris on the track still there. As Senna goes up the inside, the stewards didn't do a very good job while the safety car was out, did they? Up the inside goes, and look at Albo. Albo trying to send it from nowhere. He's lucky again there that he didn't get caught and tangled up in the wheels of Page that time. He's going to look to go around the outside. That's a bad move, a bad decision. This isn't real Formula 1. And up the inside goes Bobby's left the door open for him, but Albo manages to get the drive out, and he's going to have to slot in between the two of them again. And this is a good battle as Albo, let's go on board with him just for a little minute, takes that straight line round turn 3. It doesn't work on the game for some reason. Like it does in real life. That's because it's a game and not real life. Now I can't see the timing, so we're definitely staying with this battle as Bobby's going to have a look. Is it? No, Bob's not going to have a look. Why did it seem like they was going a bit slow there? I thought it was a safety car for a minute. As Albo again going to have another attack at Page on these medium tyres, both of them. So Albo gets the run, goes up the inside. He's going to send it, and no, he is. That is just what he does, and he sends it up the inside. Page keeps it nice and clean, gets out of his way, and Albo is through now up into P9. Page is going to be under pressure from Bob. Bob is going to have a look up the inside, going in towards the final corner. He's going to touch that curb. That's a horrible curb to get on, so he needs to be careful. But he's going to be close enough to have an attack on Page. He's going to get a nice earlier, and he's lost it. I knew it was coming. Somebody was going to lose it there. You just don't make the move there. Don't be on the RS, don't be on the power, just sit behind and get it done into turn 1. And he's spun and lost out, and now Liverpool fan, he's up the back of his teammate. I'm sure Tommy will enjoy that. Watching Liverpool fan be up the back of Page. As here we go, the two McLarens battling it together. Oh, he's on the hard tyres. I tell you what, he's doing not doing a bad job on the hard tyres here, to be fair, Liverpool fan, as he closes up to the back of Page once more. They just need to be patient, St. Jake. What's something to do? There's just no need of flying up the inside. It's never going to work because Senna is having a look at Kieran. Can Senna find a way past Kieran? He's looking left and right. He's not finding a way to make it good night. But I know it's another bad joke. Bob has DNF'd. Bobby's out of the session. It's not been a great race for Bob, has it? He just went from bad to worse, and now he's DNF'd and he's out, and we have another retirement and another safety car. 26 laps to go of this mayhem. I am 100% with Jake Wilson there. They just need patience. Just patience. So into the box was race leader Itachi. Perpetual Formula has also followed him. Onto the hard tyres goes Perpetual Formula. What did Itachi take? Did he also go hards to the end? He's done mediums. Will he get the mediums? 26 laps. That's an ask. If he's on steering wheel, maybe. I don't know about if he's on controller though. That's a big ask. And we'll go to Groove Ninja, give him some of this screen time as an Aston Martin follows an Aston Martin. Which one of them Aston Martins would you rather drive? I think we all know the answer to that, to be fair. Look at that. Beautiful. That looks so good, that. Sorry, I know it's a bit geeky in it. I don't care. That looks so good. The Aston Martin race car following the Aston Martin safety car. Look at that. Beautiful sight. Beautiful. But let's give it a moment and we'll read you through this. I think everyone has pit, so we'll read you through it now. Groove Ninja now then the leader, but he's still to pit. In fact, let's go to the pit stops and see who has pit. So the top 6 haven't boxed yet. Position change wise, Senna is again the last one to not box, but Ramsell's made up 11 places into P3 yet to box. There's no point looking at that really yet. Let's see what tyres everybody's on. Tyre wise, all the medium tyres. Senna is on the softs. Other than that, Albo mediums, Itachi's going mediums to the end possibly. Perpetual Formula and Page both on the hard. Liverpool fan on the mediums. Vintage is on the softs. Pro Oliver on the hard. Atamento on the softs. And then Ryan Van Doom's AI, I believe that is, on the soft tyres as well. Ryan Van Doom has not returned to the session, I don't believe, so that AI. Oh, there you go. As I say it, Ryan Van Doom returns to the session. Let me flick down here and have a little look. Somebody did post. Right, so Albo is on 64 points in the championship, and he's currently sitting P5 in this race. In second place in the championship is Jay Story on 56 points, and he is currently sitting in P3. So good for the Jay Story. That's at the moment he's catching on Albo. Bob out of the session. He's on 41 points, but he's out, and DNF P15. Itachi then in fourth with 40 points. It's looking good for him. He's at the minute in P6, but he has boxed and maybe doesn't need to go again. And Shadow I don't think he's in this race. Shadow on 36 points. The safety car is stunning, but do you not think the safety car, Tommy, looks so much better with and Dylan as well, he's talking about looks so much better with that Aston Martin race car following it. Safety car is in this lap then. One Aston Martin gives way to another Aston Martin. Here we go. The Aston Martin safety car is in. The Aston Martin race car is going to lead the restart. It's beautiful to watch those two at the front, but it's not something we see often. Here we go, Groove Ninja. Let's go on board with Ramsel. This is the way we like to do this and see. There are a couple of penalties cropping up here and there now. So, the wonders of this division. Oh, there you go. Oh, did Groove go there and start? Groove has gone this time though. Groove goes this time, and look at that. Look at the carnage it's left behind. Albo is somehow managed to put himself in third before the line. He's going to have to give all them places back, and it's going to cost him so dearly as he'll go down into P8. Look at this, round the outside, Perpetual Formula, Liverpool fan found his way up the inside of Perpetual Formula and manages to get himself into P4, Liverpool fan. That was costly from Albo, going too early like that though. And now Kieran B and Albo. Kieran B can't fend off Albo as Albo makes a place back on the Red Bull. The Red Bull has moved down into P8. Up in Mercedes, goes into the P7. There's something we don't talk about every day. P8 and P7 for the Mercedes and the Red Bull. Let's see now as Albo moves on. Jay Story. Jay Story is the next victim in line. Can he find a way past him? Is he going to be patient this time round, or is he going to try to force his way through, risk more damage? He just has such erratic races. Off in the background goes Kieran B. That's not good for him. It's going to be a yellow flag, but hopefully not of a safety car. As Albo's not going to have a look at Story from there, surely. No, surely not. There we go. We've got that beautiful camera angle again. He keeps giving me this camera. How lucky are we to get this camera angle again? As it looks like Albo is going to have a look at Jay Story. I'm going to stay with this camera on Vintage though, so that we can see it from this angle. Here we go in front. Albo, we're going to have to change it. Albo there. Albo attacking onto Jay Story, going down in towards turn one, the braking zone. Who's going to break the latest? It's going to be the last of the late breakers. Albo manages to find his way cleanly up the inside, but Jay Story holds it around the outside. Jay Story's seen not yet, and he manages to slot in front there, Albo, and get the place and keep the place as he moves up into P6 and off in chase of teammate Perpetual Formula, who I'm sure will just move out of the way like he did last week. I think that's what happened last week. But I'm going to watch Jake Marks pushing on the back of Vintage here. Jake Marks chasing down Vintage as the Haas closes in on the Aston Martin driver. The red wheels of the soft tyres versus the white wheels of the hard tyres. Jake Marks shouldn't really be keeping up with Vintage here, but Vintage, you know, is a Sunday driver. He's one of them that he should have given his licence when he turned 80, but he's kept on holding on to it, and it's not doing him many favours. But here it goes, pushing onto the back of Jay Story. So maybe he heard me and maybe he got his foot to the floor. But then again, Jay Story is another one who should have given his licence up 40 years ago at a man of his age, but should not be driving still. But he is, and we're going to watch Itachi closing on Ramsel in a moment. But we're going to try and stay with this battle for now, because Vintage should have a run at J-Mac. There is another yellow flag. Who is that yellow flag? It looks like Pro Oliver. Pro Oliver struggling in sector 2 there. And is anyone going to get a run at anybody? There could be a run here from Senna. Senna on pace, maybe Ryan Van Doom's AI. Oh, no, that's not AI no more. Ryan Van Doom. I don't know if he's moving out of the way or trying to unlap himself, but J March manages to stay where he was anyway. He'll be getting blue flags left, right and centre in a minute, Ryan Van Doom, as Page goes through past him as well. And now Senna is also going to attack at him as Ryan Van Doom has lost it. There it goes, losing it, spins himself out. It's not been a good race for Ryan Van Doom, has it? He's struggling. He is struggling. and we're going to go back to this battle for P7 as again Vintage is closing onto the back of Jay Storer. Shadows just cheered 100 bits. Shadows! Yes, Shadows! 100 bits coming from Shadows. But we're going to watch here because Senna might have a bit of a run at Page. No, he's not just yet. We're going to go back to Vintage because Vintage is really going to have a run at Jay Storage here coming out of this final corner. I'm pretty sure of that. Big shout out to Shadows for them bits though. It's good to see. I've not seen or heard of you for a while, Shadows. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. As we're going to watch, it's Hatchie as well. He's closing on Improved Ninja. He got past Ramful and I must have missed it. Trying to watch these other battles and stick with some of these other battles. Is J-Mark's going to be able to have a look? Not just yet, he's not. Further back though, Senna is definitely going to have a look on Page. Senna at the inside of Page in that number 69 car. Very mature of him. He is that sort of guy, the winner. Anyway, up. It's either battle or win. He doesn't get it. There's no in between with him, to be fair. As up the inside goes Page manages to hold it up the inside, sorry. Great driving from Page there to keep that place. And we're going to go to Itachi. Battle for the lead now. Itachi on Groove Ninja. This is where it really matters. This is where it counts. Can Itachi find his way past Groove Ninja? I think Groove Ninja still has to pit as well. So this is good news for Itachi. That he's going to be back towards the front of this race so early on. There is going to be an overtake a little bit further back as well, but we're not going to watch that yet. As for the race lead, the battle, here comes Itachi. He's not going to have a look this time. He's going to be patient. Look at that. We love that. Patience from a driver in League One. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful rarity there. Itachi is very, very good though. Very fast indeed, and I'm sure he will find a way past Groove Ninja this time round. We're going to go on board and we're going to watch the attack. Look at how quick he gets on the back of him here. There you go, and he's going to just outbrake him into turn one. It should be nice and easy. Can Groove Ninja do anything to defend it as they go wheel to wheel into the corner? Groove Ninja will get the better drive out of the corner though, because that's where the outside line does for you around there. He does, he gets him and he stays side by side, but Itachi has managed to hold him off and fend the place and keep it, and Itachi takes the position and he's back in front now. Itachi where you think he does belong and where I said he'd be. Good move from Itachi and a good position to gain. I think he's to the end now, I'm pretty sure. So aside from a safety car, I think there we go. Young Tom is saying Itachi is best today. He is very much so at his best today and looking really, really comfortable around here as well. As Vintage again trying to push onto the back of Jay Storer. He seems to get him through sector 2 but then struggle through sector 3 and not be able to stay close enough. Can he get close enough this time round though? Vintage in the Aston Martin. It's a stunning car, that Aston Martin, you know. It looks so good in intermediate tyres, to be honest. If you've not seen or tried that, you've got to have a look. He stayed close this time, Vintage. Can them soft tyres beat them medium tyres? It's whilst they're still fresh. I hope so, because I'd love to shout at a Vintage overtake right now. Here we go, out the final corner. Is he close enough again? Look how much distance he's lost. I don't think that's close enough. It's not close enough round here, that. It's not, and I tell you, oh, a big one from Senna. Senna bottles it again. Senna bottles it again. It's a full safety car. Senna has done it again. He's done it again. He's done it again. That boy Senna, he's done it again. Again from Senna. As always, Saint Tommy. It's just a given, isn't it? Senna, the bottle. The absolute bottle job. Absolutely bottles it again. The other time he's not bottled it, he won the race. Senna timed out for foul language. Oh, I think he's mad at himself. As Itachi then, this is interesting. What will Itachi do here? Now, there's 18 laps to go. I'm not sure the softs will go, so I'm pretty sure he's going to have to stay on his medium tyres. What's your language, Senna? Yeah, Senna. You tell him, boys. How old the medium? So, we want some tyre life. He's on 6 laps old, these medium tyres. Look at that. Those behind him, though, on 17 laps, Groove Ninja and Ramsel. There you go. They're going to half the box. Oh, do you think that? Who's commentating? I don't know who it is. Bottles, Senna saying Swanshanks, he is Bottles Senna, so yeah, Itachi's got to stay out. He's going to have to. Them soft tyres are not going to the end. Groove Ninja's gone soft tyres. I mean, they will stretch, so there is a chance I think it's a medium soft, isn't it? 16-20 lap. So 16 one, 20 on the other. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's a 16 lap on one and 20 on the other. So Albo's got rear end damage. Senna saying he's quitting. What are you quitting for? We enjoy watching you crash. It's Hatcher and Bazman leaves the session. Did Bazman crash out? Yeah, Bazman is out. We have so many DNFs again in this in League One. It's pretty brutal. It isn't supposed to rain, says Swanshanks. Isn't or isn't it? I don't know. I think it might be raining right at the end of this race. I'm not too sure, which could be a good shout of why the tyres of Groove Ninja, why he's got soft tyres. But he actually leads this race from Ramsell with Liverpool fan in third, Albo fourth, Perpetual Formula in fifth, J Marks in sixth, Page in seventh, doing really well as well to be fair, Groove Ninja in eighth, Vintage in ninth, J Story 10th, Kieran 11th, Proliver in 12th, and A Tormento in 13th. Out of this race we have lost, of course we've lost Senna, because of course we have, Ryan Van Doom, Bob, Bad Peso, British Giant, Bazman and Modu Joe. Brake tested by Vintage, you brake tested Vintage by accident. If I not quit I'm going to be banned. I don't know about that. It's you're reserved, you'll get banned from reserving in League One at worst, mate, but you will be well, I don't know, I'm not stupid, I don't make the rules. Pro Oliver's DNF'd under the safety car. Is that a pit and quit actually? What? Wait, what? His car was at the end of the pit lane. I haven't seen anything like that. I don't know if that was, I don't know what happened there. Again, the Aston Martin safety car, unfortunately this time not followed by an Aston Martin. Both the Aston Martin still in the race, both the Mercedes still in the race, both the McLaren still in the race, both the Haas still in the race, both the Red Bull still in the race. We have one Alpine, I think that is left. No, Alpines both went, I'm sure they did, yeah. So one Williams, I think it is, left in the race. One Alfa Romeo left in the race. Safety car in this lap, that was quicker than I thought. And that's quite a late call as well. It's quite a late call, so here we go. And we're ready to go again. Let's go on board with Ramsell. As always, go on board with second place to see when first place bolts it and see if he can stay close. It is Ramsell though, so I very much doubt it. Of course, not. Albo again, is he going to make the overtake before the line? I don't think he did, so Albo's got a run at Liverpool fan. Liverpool fan and Albo going wheel to wheel in towards turn one. Albo almost clipped the back of Ramsell, but he manages to find his way past Liverpool fan. It was a good run from Albo, to be fair, and now he's moved up into P3, and he's going to try and get as many points as possible so that he can keep Itachi at bay, as Itachi's going to just keep coming at him. Groove Ninja it. Groove Ninja's having to go on Page. Groove Ninja on Page. This will be a good move. And Page, sensibly, I think she's on different tyres, sensibly just says to Groove Ninja, off you go mate, off you go. Go try and get yourself that podium that you've so richly deserved in this race. A really good race. Perpetual Formula now on the back of Liverpool fan as one McLaren loses a place, and it looks like another McLaren. Thanks out mate for commentary, I know. Looks like another McLaren may lose a place. Oh, the inside goes Vintage on Groove, J Marks, is it? Vintage on someone, oh no, I'm not sure who that was. Was that Groove Ninja on J Marks? Groove Ninja on J Marks, it was J Marks. I don't think he got all the way, I think he ran wide there. And there we go. Gains another place. Let's try and stay with this camera because I love this camera. I love it, I love it, love it. As Albo is getting close to Ramsell, but Ramsell manages to stay in front of him for now. It looks like the Groove Ninja may have a bit of a run in his Aston Martin Perpetual Formula. I'm not too sure actually. It doesn't look like he's going to do this time round, and he might have to wait. He does wave out and weave back in behind the Mercedes driver, so he's not quite got the run that time around. Maybe J Story though could have a run at Vintage. No, he can't. And let's move back up towards the front of this race. Itachi has moved away. Is Albo getting any closer? Groove Ninja actually going to stay with this Groove Ninja battle. I didn't know whether he was going to have a go at Perpetual Formula. Oh, come on, I'm kids, said Cinnamon. I don't know. You're a kid. Oh, grow up, mate. You're never going to get a kid. You're 15, get a grip. Give your head a wobble. As Groove Ninja moving on to the back of Perpetual Formula, getting closer every time. Can he find a way past? Up the inside, maybe here. No, he's not going to have a look, so he's going to wait for it. Good, patient driving from Groove Ninja, and that's what you like to see. One way of finishing the race is being patient. The other way is not being called Senna. There we go. Out this left-hander and foot to the floor. No DRS this time around. Perpetual Formula. He's kind of moving out of the way. I think he's going to concede that place. He's on different tyres. He knows he's just holding him up. Just get on with your own race. I'm not quite sure I made it that easy, but there we go. As Liverpool fan, can he get a run on Albon? Oh, he got a bit sliding. That's going to have cost him time. He won't get a run on him this time around. And he's going to foot down and try and catch to the back. Miss Vintage having a chuckle to herself there. I'm not sure what's going on in there. I'm a driver, mate. You're a driver. I don't know what's going on there. I knew he's Pro Oliver. Pro Oliver is he's a racer. Are you still sulking? You crashed again. Just get used to it. I thought you'd have been used to it by now. He's still sulking about it. All he does is crash. It's like we expect any different from the lad. As a Liverpool fan, he's getting closer every time to Albon, so I don't know if Albon's struggling with something. Oh, he has got rear damage actually, Albon. He did mention before, so he will be struggling a little bit with that. Yeah, what for you PB feel now? Liverpool fan may be able to attack Albon here, and this could be costly for Albon. That rear damage is really going to hurt him now, and he could be in big trouble. As out of this onto the DRS, I don't think DRS is open yet, is it? Oh yeah, DRS is active, but Albon has managed to keep DRS on Ramsell, but he won't next time round. I don't think. He's just around that 1 second mark, and he's losing time through the corner there. Can he get DRS to try and save himself a little bit from Liverpool fan? He can't. It's 1.1. Liverpool fan's going to have to run at Albon. I'm pretty sure of it here. Here goes Liverpool fan out the final corner, around the banking. Cuts it nice and still. I thought it looked a little bit sliding there. Albon goes defensive. Goes for a little bit of a weave. Now he can't move. He can't move. He's going to go up the inside there. It's a good move from Liverpool fan if he can make it stick. Albon's going to have to run around the outside. Albon on the outside. Liverpool fan on the inside. How's this going to end? Liverpool fan gets the move done. Albon losing out of place. And Liverpool fan onto the podium places so far. And now Groove Ninja's going to attack Albon as well. He's on the soft tyres. And he's got a lot of pace. Look how quickly he's caught up to this bunch. So Liverpool fan through, and Albon could be in trouble from losing another one as well. Let's try and stay with this battle. Albon's trying to attack himself back at Liverpool fan, but Liverpool fan holding him off nicely, putting his car in all the right places. Oh, dear me, here we go then. Albon will have DRS this time, so he's not necessarily too much danger from Groove Ninja, but that rear damage that he said he's got will affect. He's not going to affect him just yet though. We're going to go back to have a look at this with Jay Story. Jay Story's not going to get close enough. Let's go back up here then. As, oh, look at this. Albon and Groove Ninja. Albon must have got a little bit wrong through there. Groove Ninja got close, and now Groove Ninja's going to be really up his rear, up his bum. He's going to go fast. Oh, I've flicked to the wrong battle, I've flicked to the wrong one. Here we go, Groove Ninja, which way is he going to go? Is he going to have a look this time? He's going to look up the inside. Albon breaks late. Groove Ninja just doesn't. Look at the patience from the lad. He's going to just try and hold it together. Liverpool fan is backing up. Oh, look at it. He sent it. And they've clipped. Is there any damage? Oh, well. He looked like a little bit of a send from Groove Ninja. I'm not sure. We'll leave that one to the stewards later on. Maybe they're going to have a look at that. Maybe that's under investigation from the number 27 driver and the number, let's see what number Albon was told. Probably 69, isn't it? He hasn't got a number. He hasn't got a number. Okay. Somehow Albon doesn't have a number, but the number 27 driver under investigation. How about that? Let's go back down and have a look at Jay Story. Is Jay Story going to have a run at Page? Jay Story on Page. Here we go. Didn't have enough confidence there, St. Lucia's Duke. It could have ended up very, very differently though. Page is now under a lot of pressure from Jay Story. It's an old man chasing Page around. That doesn't sound too good, does it, Tommy? Old man comes out of the final corner on this bit of a curve banking, and this is where you've got to hold it together in dirty air. Does hold it together in dirty air, does get the DRS, does get on the inside of Page, and Page with no ERS is going to have nothing to defend against, and into P8 goes Jay Story, and now surely Vintage can start to push on to try and get on the back of Page, as Albon has lost that place to Groove Ninja. See that one coming. That's after the collision. But yeah, Albon is now down into P5, and I tell you what, Perpetual Formula may be able to close the gap to his teammate. I wonder if his teammate will repay the favour. I highly doubt it. But repay the favour in the way he moves out of his way when the faster car behind is his teammate. Again, I highly doubt it, but we'll see. We will see. As this race has settled down quite a bit now, and we find a little bit of a lull in the race. Vintage is on the back of Page, as I predicted. He has closed up. He has closed up to the back of Page, who's used all that ERS. I'm not using these things. Let's get them on here. You can see. There you go. Page down to 13% on that ERS. He's going to struggle to defend with Vintage on his 70%. Can he get a run at this time round? Groove Ninja is going at Liverpool Fan. Groove Ninja up to Liverpool Fan at the fastest lap as well. And Cruz is past nice and easy. Groove Ninja gets the place on Liverpool Fan. We're going to go J Marks and Perpetual Formula as well. He's got close but not close enough. Let's go and have a look. Paige held off Vintage. Yes, she did. But Groove Ninja passes Liverpool Fan. Liverpool Fan trying to look back at Groove Ninja, but he's not going to be able to. And Albo has managed to catch back up to these two because of the battling. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything much around here, and Liverpool Fan is struggling on ERS, but so too is Albo. Look at all of these are quite low on ERS. Groove Ninja with 30% on the most, and he's closing onto the back of Ramsel. I'm predicting Groove Ninja to do big things here and get into that P2 place as Itachi has just run away a little bit, hasn't it? Let's see what Liverpool Fan can do in terms of attacking back at Groove Ninja, and let's see if Albo can stay with these. He does have the DRS, but he does also have that damage as well. Let's see. Liverpool Fan is not close enough, I don't think, to Groove Ninja, but he will get DRS. So let's see what he does here. Is he going to use that overtake button and try and attack back at him, or is he going to store? He's going to use it. I think he should have stored, to be fair. He's not going to catch him there. Going down into turn one, Liverpool Fan will stay behind Groove Ninja. J Marks is going to have a look around the outside there, I think, of Perpetual Formula. Sweeping back in, and he's all over the rear of that Mercedes car now. Mercedes of Perpetual Formula, really, you would have thought would have been catching up to the back of his teammate who has damage, but it's just not working out like that. As Page again has fended off Vintage, so Page doing a good job of holding Vintage up. Meanwhile, this battle for P6 and P7 rages on between the Haas and the Mercedes. Perpetual Formula holding J Marks at bay for now, but surely it's not going to be much longer with Perpetual Formula having no sign of any DRS, so he's going to really struggle to fend him off for too much longer. Perpetual Formula, no DRS, as we say. No, oh, he has got a bit of DRS. I thought he had none. Let's see if J Marks can get close enough to him out of the final corner to attack him down into turn one. Here we go. Perpetual Formula versus J Marks. Turn one battle. This is going to be. Surely he's in 5 tenths. He loses a little bit of time, but not too much. It is 6 tenths now. So maybe he's going to keep him at bay this time round. He is. Not going to have enough this time, J Marks is. Settling behind. Meanwhile, as Vintage also, he's just going to have to stay behind Page, who's fending him off really well with no ERS. He's doing a great job there of holding him up. And we're going to stick with this battle, J Marks and Jay Story. Perpetual Formula. I have a quick drink. I'll let you watch this battle. From this battle, because I have just noticed that Ramsel has got Groove Ninja for company now. Groove Ninja has caught him and reeled him in, and now he's going to have an attack at him. No DRS from Ramsel. It's going to be tough. No ERS from Ramsel neither. He's really low on both DRS. He's none, obviously. Sorry, not low on DRS. I hear that's so stupid. He's really low on ERS. And Groove Ninja has got 40, almost 50%. Is he too far away this time round? He might be, but I tell you who isn't. Liverpool Fan isn't. Liverpool Fan may be able to attack him here. Liverpool Fan, no, the DRS has helped. As these boys are a bit of a crane now. Albo trying to cling to the coattails. The coattails of it. And we're going to stay with this battle for P2 and P3. Oh, Liverpool Fan's gone! Not sure how he did that. Liverpool Fan's gone and lost the wing. He was having such a good race, Liverpool Fan. He was in the chance of a podium maybe, and he's gone and he's out of this battle, and it's going to be a safety car. Terrible for Liverpool Fan. Oh dear, dear me. That's so unfortunate for him. And he is not out of the race, but he's out of the running for a podium, you would think. Now, to see if Hitachi boxes for softs. Let's look at these tyres now. I'm pretty sure Ramsell will box, surely. You can't restart this race on 29 lap old mediums, surely not. Surely Ramsell's going to box. Is Hitachi going to box? He has to box, doesn't he? If I was Hitachi, I'd box. Tommy's saying he'd stay out. Hitachi stayed out. No, yeah, he stayed out. Ramsell has to box. Yeah, so Ramsell does box. I think Groove Ninja chose to stay out. 11 lap old softs. Albo has stayed out on those 24 lap old mediums. Ramsell boxes, Perpetual Formula boxes. J Martz has stayed out on them old hard tyres. Yeah, so can't risk losing 5 positions in the last 4 laps. And you have the point, because round here, of course, there is only the one overtaking opportunity, and there has to, I'm pretty sure there has to be 3 racing laps before DRS is activated, which means you'll only have a lap of DRS, and there's not really many other opportunities to overtake around here. So it's all about, can Hitachi just hold off the soft tyres of Groove Ninja, you would have thought, to win this race. So Groove can win this. The other 3 cars in the top 4 aren't looking good. Groove can win this, he can. I think the rest of them doesn't really matter. Ramsell may be able to attack J Martz, but there's not going to be too many overtaking opportunities now, because there is going to be a bit of a train. They're all going to follow each other through a little bit, and then when DRS is activated, they're only going to have 1 lap at this. Ramsell in with a shout. I think not. I think Hitachi gets second to Groove Ninja if he can't hold him off. If he, in fact, Hitachi wins this to Groove Ninja, I think. But I don't think there'll be many changes to this. So Lukey's Dookie saying, I know last game he gained 3 positions on 1 lap. And then Tommy's saying this ain't career mode. Oh, dude, mate. Give me a moment. So let's read through these standings then while we're behind the safety car. I don't think it's going to come in just yet, but you never know. In fact, I think it might be in this lap, so let's read through them quickly. Hitachi in first, Groove Ninja second, Albo third, Ramsell fourth on fresh softs, fifth is Page, sixth is Vintage, seventh Perpetual Formula fresh softs, eighth Liverpool fan fresh softs. J Martz and J Story have chose Inters. The rain has started, but I don't think it's going to be Inters. Kieran B 11th on fresh softs, A Tomento in P12, way down in the order, I think. It's a long way from Inters, but honestly, this rain, the restart, here is the restart. Let's go on board with Groove Ninja, but this rain, it may come into effect on those medium tyres of Hitachi's and Albo. Those old medium runners could start to struggle. Groove Ninja's not going to be in the greatest place. Ramsell could genuinely actually be in a good shout if this rain gets any harder. There we go. Hitachi's gone. Hitachi's gone. Albo again. He's almost alongside by the line. Albo alongside by the line. He's there. Albo's going to try and find his way around the outside. It is a good place to get a run. And Groove Ninja's been held a little bit. And Albo manages to find his way around the outside. And he's into P2. Hitachi's got a bit of a room now. A bit of breathing room. He's on fresh and mediums. And now Groove Ninja's going to have to try and find his way past again. Here we go. Perpetual Formula and Page. Perpetual Formula finds his way past. So does Liverpool fan. Page loses a couple of positions there. Groove Ninja is going to have to fight hard, I think, to keep Ramsel at bay and attack Albo. This is going to be a good end to this race. This could be a real good end to this race. Groove Ninja attacking Albo. This rain and that safety car has really thrown a spanner in the works, as the two Intermen are not really doing too badly. I would have thought they'd have been doing a bit worse than what they are. Vintage, J Marks has found a way past Vintage. Vintage has spun. Vintage has spun. Terrible for Vintage, but we're going to stay with this battle because Albo may have just bought Itachi to win by getting past Groove Ninja on the restart. Now here we go, 4 of them, 5 of them can come through here. Let's see what's going to happen. Albo does have that damage, remember, that he picked up on earlier in the race, but Ramsel gets a better exit than Groove Ninja there. Groove Ninja's gone, Liverpool fans gone, they're all going, Groove Ninja's out. No, Groove Ninja, he's had such a good race, and Groove Ninja is now out of this session. It's terrible for Groove Ninja. There's 2 laps to go, and Itachi has moved away. Ramsel, though, is going to be all over the back of Albo for the rest of this race if he can't find his way past. Perpetual Formula with a shout of a podium as well. There we go. Ramsel dropping out of that dirty air, slots back in behind Albo. This is going to be a close race to the finish. Them 2 Inter runners are really starting to look good now. Look at J Marks. J Marks is trying to find his way this way, that way. He's trying to snake his way around. But Albo has been passed by Ramsel. Ramsel is up into P2. He's getting a nosebleed, the lad. He's trying to be like his son. He's taking lessons from his son, I think, as Mini Ramsel has taught Big Ramsel how to race, and Big Ramsel is now in P2 as J Marks up the inside of Page. Them Inters are looking good. The Inter tyres looking really, really good. Perpetual Formula on the fresh, soft tyres compared to the old mediums. He's going to have a go at his teammate. His teammate lets him go. Look at that. Lovely. You wouldn't have thought that from Albo, would you, a few weeks ago? As another Inter man runs through past Page, those 2 Inters are looking pretty good. As Vintage also boxes for the Inters. Better late than never, though. As here we go, back on. There's J-Mark, look at that. We'll stay with that for camera for a moment as everybody has dropped out of range, and now it's a case of can you get round the final lap of the race without binning it. There's the race leader. We'll go with him. There's no battles anywhere. There is yellow flags everywhere. There is spinning. There is all sorts going on. J-Mark can win this same Parabolical Esports, and I don't think he's looked. The fact that we're on that 35 and 36, and we'll probably be able to stay with the race leader for the rest of the race. Itachi, we're going to keep our eye on those further back though and see if anyone gets closer. J Marks is closing on Albo pretty quickly, and that might, in fact, he's closing on Albo really quickly. Albo's struggling on them old medium tyres, 28 lap old mediums. He's going to find his way past his Liverpool fan gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Devastating for him. He looked like he was doing good as the 2 Intermen move through. Albo is pretty much out of this race. Has he got a puncher or something? I don't know what's going on with Albo there. He's really struggling, really struggling. And these 2 Intermen are flying now. And can they be held? J Marks is going to go past Perpetual Formula, who's going to lose his podium. J Marks into the podium places. It looks like that Inter's stop was huge, as he's going to have a go at Ramsel as well. He's got past Ramsel. Is J Marks going to win this? Is J Marks going to win this on the last lap of the race? Jay Story's finding his way through as well. They're struggling on those tyres. Jay Story is finding his way through. Up in to the podium positions goes Jay Story. I'm pretty sure he does. J Marks is going to win this race on the final lap of the race. J Marks, can he do it? By God, he's done it. J Marks takes the lead of the Grand Prix on the final lap of the race. Such drama we've never seen. This is outstanding for those 2 guys. What a strategy call that was. Onto the Inter tyres, and both of them are 1-2. We didn't see that one coming. Nobody called that in the chat. Parabolical Esports said it, but you said it too late. You didn't call it on the restart. You said it on the last lap. And now look at them flying. Ramsel looks like he may pull a 3rd place off here. But then again, Perpetual Formula, yeah, they're a bit far off Perpetual Formula. J Marks, from out of nowhere. Nobody did call it. Don't start, Jake, like you called it. Go back in the chat. I read where you said that Ramsel was going to win it. We all seen that. You called it late. You might have called it, but you called it late. As we come into the final couple of corners now. Here we go, in the Haas. It's been a wild one. It's been a crazy one. And I tell you what, it's come from nowhere. But J Martz, I'm not sure if this is the first win of the season. He got a great call. And J Martz, round 7, League 1 at Zandvoort, wins! Followed by Jay Story. What a win from J Martz. Jay Story second. Ramsel is going to come round in P3. What a win from J Martz. Jay Story, great P2 as well. Itachi fourth. Perpetual Formula is going to get fifth. There goes Perpetual Formula in P5. P6, Albo damage limitation. P7 for Page. Here goes Page for P7. Big shout out to Page, the League 2 driver, pulling P7 off here in this one. A brilliant race from her, and she comes across the line for P7. Vintage in P8. P9 looks like it could be Kieran. Stupid rain saved Perpetual Formula. Cost him big time. It cost a few of them big time. They got caught at the end. What an end to the race that was. Across the line comes Kieran. Across the line then in P10. And rounding out the points was Liverpool 5. Such drama. So much drama. What an end to the race that was. Crazy end to the race, St. Samswin. Brilliant stuff. Absolute fantastic. My disappointment is immeasurable, St. Groove Ninja. Day's ruined. I can't stop binning it. It's so hard for you to take. You had such a good race, Groove Ninja. So unlucky. Well done, boys. It was a good choice at the end. St. Swin's actually a great choice at the end. Great race. Well done, J Martz. It was a brilliant choice at the end. And then, of course, Albo comes in with FFS because it's all about him. Not coming in saying well done to the winners. More gutted about his own race. Typical road man. Off-road man. Spent more time in the pits than on the track. And then wonders why, double Haas podium. It is a double Haas podium. 1-3 for the Haas boys. Great stuff from those two. A great, even better end to the race. Great chat at the start. But this has had everything. It's been a great start to the day for Parabolic Esports. Don't forget to tune in at 5 for the League 2 race. And J Martz, the winner around here, followed by Jay Storer and Ramsel. I'm going to try and get them in the chat in a moment. Itachi 4th, Perpetual Formula 5th, Albo 6th, Page in 7th, Vintage 8th, Kieran 9th, and Liverpool Fan in 10th place. So there we go. Let's try and get J Martz, Jay Storer and Ramsel in. There's Jay Storer. Now I'm just to find Ramsel. There's Ramsel. So Groove Ninja saying he got the fastest lap point. So every point counts. Every point does count. Let's see if these boys are going to come in and join. I think it was a Haas day today, so that's what we'll go with. We have Ramsel in the party. Let's just wait and see if we get Jay Storer. There's Jay Storer. Do we get J Martz as well? Can we have the full 3? Or is that too much to ask? Oh, J Martz doesn't have an headset. Nope. So let's go to. Let's see the Haas. Who was P3? I think it was Ramsel in P3, was it not? Hey, how'd you manage that? See, I've got a theory. Mini Ramsel did the race. Mini Ramsel race feed in there. Let's just admit it. That was that one, mate. Oh, I know, sweating at the end. Yeah. I mean, at one point it looked like you was in the strongest position, being on them softs. To be fair, because it didn't look like the rain was going to come quick enough, and it just looked like. No, So a good call in the end, then a good shout in the end. Can't hear Ramsel. They can't hear you. Basically, I'll just repeat what Ramsel just said then, because he's not changed his settings to be shared. So basically, what happened is Ramsel has just said he gave his controller in the end to his son, and Mini Ramsel did the race for him, and he's so grateful for Mini Ramsel to be able to get him a podium. That's the exact words that Ramsel's just used there. So yeah.
Bullshit.
He said it's bullshit that he has to give it to his son to make him look good, but it is what it is. He says at least it was his son. They're the words, that they are the exact words. Not, I didn't change any word there. They're the exact words he just used.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm recording this shit.
Moving on to P2 for the old man. How did you do that?
Is this Murray? Is this Murray Walker?
Murray Walker? No, I mean he's the young one. Murray Walker. To be fair, it could be Murray Walker because he's younger than you and all, isn't it? Just like me. How's it going, old man?
Right.
How did we do? How was that one? And what a call, mate, to take them minutes at the end. Who told you to do that? Because you're not fast enough at thinking at your age to do that.
No, you're right. It was just luck. I figured, well, I'm in the back, 50-50. Let me just see what I can do here. So as long as I finish in the points, so it was just a luck, and sure enough, then started passing cars at the end. I was like, okay, this is going to work out.
Did you at any point see a podium?
No, the whole thing was this track is not, I'm not good at this track, so I figured, well, let me just get into points. Let me just do as well as I can. So no, I was not looking for a podium at this track of all places.
So it's just a potluck punt in the dark, then.
Pretty much, yes. You know,
bad
those old people just got to do what they can.
Yeah, old people got to do it. Not a bad punt in the dark in the end, mate, and a P2. Congratulations, a good race. You kept it between the white lines, and you made a brilliant choice at the end. It all paid off, it all worked out for you, mate.
Alright, I gotta go. Time for my medicine.
Don't forget, open the Sunday section, yeah?
Exactly.
So there we go. I have just read in the chat, they can hear Ramsel now. So quickly moving on before you speak. It was Mini Ramsel. He said it was Mini Ramsel.
No,
but he said he muted you all, so you couldn't hear him say it. It was Mini Ramsel. Now he's going to try and talk rubbish and say it wasn't. Go on.
No, J-Marks is now saying he fucking had to come off them hards, and he made the right choice by going on Inters. I thought it was too early, but he said, no, fuck it. And he said, he smashed it then, didn't he?
It was a great choice. It was a great choice from J Marks and Jay Story to choose the Inters. It was a great choice from Ramsel to let Mini Ramsel take the controller. And it was a great choice from every single one of you in the chat to throw some bits in and give me a sore throat and an headache to commentate on the whole race. We have been Parabolical Esports. We will return at 5 PM. But for now, good night. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next week. And some clown did give me comms, yeah. That is the end of this one. Take care, people.